Hi, I'm Peter Knight. I want to talk this morning about setting yourself up to really be able to smash those drives. There's nothing more satisfying than hitting a shot out of the middle of the club, and especially when it's this one. When you swing a golf club, the driver is going to be swung faster than any other club. So most of your swings will take around about the same amount of time, but because the driver is moving through a far greater range than what, say, a shorter club will be in the same amount of time, then it must be moving faster. So if you're going to move the club faster, you need to do a few things. First of all, you need a more stable base because you're moving more quickly. But the second and probably even more important is that you resist the temptation to tighten up. So for example, if I said to you, I want you to swing this club as fast as you can possibly swing it, your initial instinctive reaction is going to be to tighten up. When you see good movement, especially fast movement, it looks as though it's flowing. It looks as though it's relaxed, and there's a good reason for that. It's because it is. So with your driver, we need to be able to keep that the same as well. Okay, so first thing is you want to hold the club the same way you hold most of your other shots anyway. Some short game shots might vary a little bit, but your normal full swing grip is going to be the same. And there's other videos that you can watch that I've done that you can check on how to hold the club. Most players, when they take a driver, will alter their grip slightly so that they can feel like they're in a stronger position, that position of strength to be able to belt the ball. Usually it results in offline shots, particularly if there's a massive change. So when you're holding the club, don't make any adjustment to your grip. Hold it the same as what you would normally hold it. The second thing is that with a driver, most of the time a player's looking to catch the ball with a slight ascending blow. So every other shot, when the ball's sitting on the ground, you're catching it with a descending blow. So when I'm setting myself up for an iron shot, my ball position is likely to be around about a little bit forward of center, so I can catch it with a descending blow. Now, my club is moving toward the ground. It'll have a low point somewhere with an iron shot that's going to be in front of the ball. And then with a driver, I want to catch it as the club's starting to go up again. So all I'm going to do is move the ball from, say, here to somewhere between my left heel for a right-hander and my left big toe. So I'm going to play it somewhere in there. Now, not everybody strikes the ball with an ascending blow with a driver, and that's quite okay. But it's still better to strike it with as shallow a blow as you can, even if it is slightly descending. But if we start with the objective of an ascending blow, that'll help a lot. The second thing is that my ball position now is opposite my left heel. My stance is wider than normal. Now what that'll do is not only give me a more solid base, but it will also mean that it's going to make it easier for me to catch the ball with a slight ascending blow because my body's in a different position relative to the ball, because my stance is wider. If I stand here, the ball's sort of in the center of my stance. If I stand here, ridiculously wide of course, the ball's a long, long way forward. So stance width does affect the likelihood of catching the ball with a slight ascending blow. My posture is going to be the same as normal. So when I'm setting myself up, I'm tilting forward from my hips, upper back as flat as I can keep it. Unfortunately, it was flatter when I was younger, and I've got a slight flex in my knee. So my posture's the same when I'm standing up this way. My alignment is going to be the same. So I still want to have the club head lined up toward my target. My stance line is either going to be square to that, so the line running between my ball and my target is called my target line, and I'm set up parallel to that. If you want to set your stance, you'll bring your right foot back a little bit, then that's okay. There's a couple of reasons or a couple of benefits for doing that, if that's your choice. One is it can allow your body to turn a little bit more freely in the backswing, particularly through the right hip here. And the second is that for some players, it makes it easier for them to feel like the swing path is more correct. So if the stance is slightly closed, they feel like they can swing the club into the ball with it moving more correctly, or even feeling like it's moving slightly to the right of the target or slightly from in to out. So if we go through the elements of setup for every shot, but now it's specific for driver, we've got grip, same as every other shot. Stance width, slightly wider, so maybe I've got about 40 centimeters between my heels at the most. I don't have to go super wide. My ball position is somewhere between my heel and my big toe. My posture is the same as what it is for other clubs, and now I'm ready to go and play my shot. If you watch this and practice the elements of this, check and see how it is compared to what you do. And if you get yourself set up correctly, then you'll be in a strong position to actually hit the ball quite hard. But remember, the final thing, once you start the movement, and there'll be another video on how you actually go about doing that, the key thing is to stay fairly free, fairly loose with that. And of course that means different things to different people, but it generally means no tension in the fingers, the forearms, because that tends to extend through the rest of the body. If you get yourself set up like that, then you'll definitely be able to hit the ball a lot further and probably straighter as well.